Hey guys, this is Jong over here, and I have another quick video for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be analyzing this match between Omega's Nico and Fusion Survivors. As we all know, COA 6 NAU qualifier just ended today, and OM managed to defeat Fusion and advance to the COA 6 Global Finals. And this game is a game changer between these two teams, as Nico managed to score a 4K and gain the lead that proved to be fatal for Fusion later on. But this is not any ordinary 4K, as early in the game, things were not looking good for Nico, as his first chair was actually 4.5 ciphers. But Nico managed to catch the slightest misplay made from Fusion and completely snowballed it and turned a likely free escaping game into a 4K. And honestly, it was just so shocking. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, so at this point of the game, the patient is about to be chaired for the first time. The cipher progress is already 4.5 ciphers. The seer is in half health, and the clerk has already used up his trump card. He brought excitement at the beginning, but he swapped into blink. So with no trump card, that means that he has no TP to utilize endgame, and that's definitely not looking good for Nico. So yeah, let's play the game right now. So as I said, 4.5 ciphers, this is likely a free escaping game, as the survivors are already prepared to send two people to rush the last cipher, but we can see what happened over here. After the rescue paid off, the first thing is that I feel like after they got rescued, they sort of ran a bit closer to the ciphers, because after the fort rescued the patient, because the last cipher is at the hospital, and both of them ran towards near the hospital opening over here. And that actually did lead to a series of events later on, because after, like over here, Nico realized that they were healing inside, and he chose to go in to harass. And he's going to manage to steal a hit off the entomologist over here, and now we have 4 survivors in half health. And this is the first step that led to, or rather the second step that led to his reverse sweep. The first step is when the survivors ran close to the opening. But at this point of the game, the survivors still have the upper hand, because they can actually play it slow. They can actually play it slow, try to heal each other back up, and then slowly decode the ciphers. So the survivors still had the lead going in, but then after that, something unfortunate happened over here, as we can see that the patient got hit over there while stunning, and yeah, he got stuck. Like, I'm gonna do a replay over here. Like, he got hit while stunning the clerk, and he got clogged by the clerk, and he went down. And this is definitely the game-changing point, the game changer point. This, because the thing is at this point, the patient is the only one being chaired, so the patient should not go down at whatever cost. But over here, the patient, after getting caught, the patient sort of ran a bit too close to the clerk in an attempt to stun, and that backfired on him completely. I believe at this point of the game, the patient definitely should not have gotten close to the clerk and allow the clerk to chase the fort instead. Because the thing is that at this point, they can afford for the fort to go down, because the last cipher is at 60% and they're already decoding a new one, and we all know that clerk cannot control 2 ciphers at the same time. So it was unfortunate that he got clogged over here, but him getting clogged definitely was the game-changing point. As all of a sudden, we have 3 survivors in half health and a second chaired patient. And over here we can see that, hold on. after the forward stunned the patient ran, started running forward while the forward is still behind the clerk, and there's a visible gap between the patient and the forward. And I think this is a miscommunication, as I felt like the forward should definitely, or the patient should definitely have ran closer to the forward for him to body block. The fact that the patient did not run closer to the forward definitely led to the failed body block and him getting chaired a second time. So yeah, this is definitely the some of the misplays that Fusion made, which was unfortunate because Fusion actually started the game pretty strong. Like, they supported pretty well, kited pretty well and stuff, but they made a few missed decisions and it snowballed. So yeah, pretty smart having 2 people to rescue, having the seer the code and stuff. Like over here, they're trying to salvage the game and okay, watch this, guys, watch this. Over here, hold on. I believe here that Nico did not choose attack because he was trying to do a target attack on the patient the moment he got rescued. And just look at this. And he managed to pull it off. And I'm going to go into detail on how he pulled that off, because how he managed to hit the patient out of 3 survivors was pretty good too. Here he utilized a trick called Sideway hitbox, which first originated in China, and now more and more hunters are learning it. So here, when he attacked, because here he's going to attack, and the moment he attacked, there were no survivors in front of him, so the attack hitbox would not register. After attacking, he's going to swipe his screen to the side, like swipe his character to the side, so that his sideway hitbox will hit the first survivor he sees, which is going to be the patient here. This sideway attack trick from Nico was also pretty critical and pretty smart, as it allowed him to get the 1 survivor he needs and prevented them from body blocking. So honestly, Nico just handled that so well from the pressuring of the cipher to the sideway attack hitbox, and this led a series of events and caused a guaranteed 4-man gate war turn into a 3-man gate war, unfortunately. Even though it was a 3-man gate war, actually the survivors still had a chance to play for a 1 out or a tie, but unfortunately other things happened, and I'm going to get in detail over there. So the 4 is going to go down over here, and the seer is going to be decoding the back gate, while the entomologist is going to hang nearby and prime tinnitus, which is a pretty standard play over here, because we have to remember the clerk used up his trump card and he has no teleport to use. So at the start, the Ento chose to hide in the hospital, which is pretty good, as it scared Nico from moving away. But then after that, I think the plan from Fusion was to have him to run closer towards the dungeon, but that actually backfired. Because at this point he's still at tinnitus, and the moment the entomologist left the hospital, tinnitus was actually gone. Like, hold on, I'll let you the video play and you see. Like, tinnitus was gone over here, tinnitus appeared, everything was looking good. Nico realized that the Ento was in the hospital. He does not dare to leave too far. And here, at this point here, tinnitus was gone. And the moment tinnitus was gone, this means this gave Nico some information. And the information is that the entomologist is definitely not in the hospital. So this actually gave Nico more agency, because now he knows that the entomologist is not in the hospital. He can start to move further away. Like he can start to move further away from the chair in trying to locate where she is. And yep, he got tinnitus over here, and that's when Nico realized that the entomologist is around this area. So after I think he's gonna walk around a bit in trying to confirm the entomologist's location. And after he knows that for sure that an ento cannot rescue, he's gonna charge to the gate and going to catch the seer. And honestly, looking back, I think this was a bit of a misplay, as I feel like the entomologist probably should not have left the hospital. She probably should have hanged by the hospital a bit. Because the thing is that Nico had no trump card. Nico had no trump card at this point. So if the entomologist just chose to stay at the hospital, then after the fort gets eliminated, Nico will have to choose between charging towards the gate or charge towards the entomologist. In both scenarios, it would result at least a 1 out and they can play for a tie. But the ento ended up leaving the hospital and trying to go for a dungeon, and that actually made Nico lose tinnitus and realize that the ento is not inside the hospital and he can charge for the gate daringly. And yeah, so I feel like that was another fatal misplay over there. And also here, I think the seer overestimated the gate's popping speed as he did not pull away in time and sort of went down. So yeah, I feel like it was unfortunate because Fusion started the game strong, but they made like a few critical mistakes. But you have to applaud Nico for like catching those mistakes and snowballing a small mistake into something very, very massive. So yeah, guys, this wraps up the end of this like detailed analysis. And just a quick disclaimer, I do not mean to offend any playing teams, as I'm just here to like analyze and like talk from a spectator viewpoint. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this analysis video, and if you did, please leave a comment down below, and I'm going to do more in the future if you guys liked it. Anyways guys, I'll see y'all soon. Bye!